Hey Beastie Besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, hi, my name is Angelfish, pronouns they, them, and welcome to day 4 of Dollidays, which now has a playlist on the channel, which is very fun. Yay! Now, for this video, you clicked on the title, you know why you're here. If you missed day 1 of Dollidays, this video is basically the same premise. I take you through every single one of a specific character that I have in my collection. This includes restyles, repaints, reroots. There's only one reroot in this video, because I haven't rerooted as many Frankies as I would like to. But I also just, this year is the first year that I've actually done reroots, like, ever. That's not true, but this is the first year that I've actually taken that seriously and put some thought into them. So, you know, it's only my second year ever actually doing reroots. And obviously we are going to start with the Frankie that started off the entire G3 collection just in general. This Frankie I got super early last year. Before G3 officially came out, they are one of the first videos I have on the channel. That's not true. I used to cover Rainbow High, but they are one of the first videos on my channel that actually got a decent amount of viewers, which is fun. And they have been on my display proudly ever since. I love this Frankie doll so much. I love Signature G3 Frankie. My whole heart. One of my favorite designs just from G3 as a whole. And I have a feeling they will be fondly remembered for years to come. I'm really excited for Sophomore Fear Frankie, as well as Welcome Committee Frankie. And for those of you who don't know what Sophomore Fear is, it's Core Refresh, but I refuse to call it that because that sounds boring and lame. And where is the creativity? Because, and this is a side tangent, like, Monster High back in the day, we called Wave 2 Schools Out. It's not officially called that. We called it that. The community called it that. And then, like, I think Campus Stroll, we gave it that label. That's, I think, Wave 3 or 4. No, Wave 3 is Campus Stroll, and then between classes was, like, Venus, Rebecca, and Rochelle, if I remember correctly. But, like, we used to give different waves of, like, signature looks different names. Can we go back to that? Because I refuse to call anything Core Refresh. No. Where's the creativity? It is Sophomore Fear to me. Anyway, side tangent over. And Frankie over, because there's not much to go over with them. I still love them, and they have a review on the channel that you are more than welcome to watch. Although it's probably not all that great, because it is an older video. Next up is our first restyle. This is my sort of like Halloween, spooky season Frankie. They are also using Signature Frankie as a base. I gave them the live action movie hairstyle to the best of my abilities, which I think Welcome Committee Frankie is supposed to have the live action hairstyle as well. So this was just my attempt at it. The spray sealant on them turned out really glossy on their eyes for some reason. I've never had Mr. Super Clear do that before. Oh, that is very out of focus. Jesus Christ. But yeah, this is the face-up I gave them. It was very spur of the moment. The pencils that I used for the eyebrows kept breaking, so that was fun. I ended up just giving up and going in with acrylic paint. And the eyelashes I did freehand. Except for, I think I didn't really do much for the bottom lashes. I just traced over the ones that were already there. And as for the lips, they are some of my favorite lips that I've ever done. I do love a good ombre lip, and this one is no exception. And then they are wearing a skirt from Iridescent Series 2. And I think these are Ainsley's boots from Rainbow High. G3 fits Rainbow High shoes very well, so any restyles that use shoes that aren't from Monster High, they're from Rainbow High or Shadow High. And this top is from my Sasha doll, my reproduction of the Sasha signature doll from Bratz. that being on Frankie is going to infuriate some very specific people who I hope are not in my audience, but if you are, listen, it's my doll. The clothes were in my collection. I don't care if you think Bratz clothes should only be used for Bratz dolls. That's not up for discussion or debate with me, because it is my doll. Get a life. I don't know what that last part was about. Good, you're normal. In continuing with the dolls that use Signature Frankie as a base, this should be a familiar face. Hey, that rhymes. This is my dramatic makeup Frankie. I can't find the artist that I usually, that I used for reference for their makeup. It's in my bookmark folder somewhere, and I have looked for it since, but the page kept refreshing on me, so it's probably very far down on there. I will find it eventually. When I do, I will update y'all on that. But still very happy with them. And of course, might as well, other familiar face over here, you saw them in day 2's video for Dollidays. Not going to spend too much time on these two because they have their own dedicated segments, but, you know, it's nice to see them again. They're very fun. They're very cute. I love their color stories so much. And then, of course, my final Signature Frankie doll that I've got, who just threw their ring on the floor. It's technically not their ring, it belongs to Amped Up Frankie, but this is my custom hair play Frankie Stein reroute. This is Saran hair that I got from Restore Doll. I did this Frankie at the start of this year. Oop, they shed a little bit of black saran. That happens. But they were my first ever G3 Frankie reroute, and also my only G3 Frankie reroute. Which is a shame, because I would like to do more, but the thing is, the Indonesian Frankie wasn't out around the time, and I really would just prefer to use the Indonesian variants for Monster High G3 reroutes, because their heads are softer, and easier to boil and whatnot. But this base doll, I got them from Target way before the Indonesian variants started showing up, so that's why I haven't done a Frankie reroute since, is because kind of waiting for Indonesian variants of Frankie to be a little bit more commonplace. With Laguna, it was pretty easy, because once Viridescent came out, easiest base doll to pick up for her. Nice, soft, and squishy head. I need to do that with Claudine, too. The Indonesian variants of them, just because it's easier for me to work with, because I have dexterity issues. I need the heads to be softer plastic. But, you know, this was a good first attempt. Love it. I could definitely do much better on the makeup now, but I really don't want to redo their face, because I don't feel like it. I mean, I might redo their lips, but that's about it. And their outfit I did make from scratch, more or less, except for the shirt. The shirt itself, the mesh shirt, is modified from a previous piece of doll clothing that I already had in my collection. It used to be a one-piece dress. You can probably guess what it used to belong to, and some of you would probably kill me for turning it into this, but I do not care. Anyway, right along to Coffee Break Frankie. Love them. I did a review of them and Deuce a long-ass time ago, like back when they first came out in October of last year, so it's been a while since I've had them on the channel. They did make a brief appearance in Neon Fright's Frankie's video, and since that review, both of them have traded earrings, because personally I did not like the chains on Neon Fright's, but I like the silver bolts on them. So, you know, very cute, very fun. I do wish that Neon Frights had the silver leg, though, because the blue leg just is less and less fun the more I look at it. Oops, I meant to keep their hood up. But, yeah, I love both of these dolls so much, and of course they do have reviews on the channel that you are more than welcome to go check out. Although, again, the quality on the early G3 videos from stuff that released early on is probably not great. Right, next up is Ghoul Spirit Frankie, who has been completely and utterly redressed in the skirt from Neon Frights, the top from Furidescent, and the signature varsity jacket that I absolutely adore. I honestly don't know if I love or hate this outfit combo. It's very interesting. Honestly, I might, when Welcome Committee comes out, get 2 of them. Well, I probably will anyways. But just for the jacket to put on this doll for their restyle, because I like the way that this restyle is turning out. And they had their makeup changed as well from the factory makeup, which I like. It's very bright and obnoxious and neon, and it's freaking my camera out. But that's why I love it. Also, these are shoes that I painted a long ass time ago at the start of this year, I want to say. Yeah, very cute. They're just signature Frankie's shoes, but repainted. It wasn't specifically for this restyle, they just ended up with this pair of shoes. Next, we have Amped Up Frankie, who also has a review on the channel. Their head is not as squished as I believed it to be in their original unboxing, but it still bothers me a little bit, and I do want to get a second one, just so that I can put my fears to rest of having a wonky doll as my main display. It just bothers me a little bit. Like, I still love them, but it does make me a little sad to look at them sometimes. Because it's this eye in particular that's the problem. I don't know how well it picks up on camera. Some people have told me that I'm completely delusional for it, but like, no, I have a problem with that eye screening. Love their hair though. Like, if a bunch of Amped Up Frankies would just show up on eBay nude without clothes so that I could buy them for cheap and use them for dress up, life would be perfect. So far, I only have just the one because they made them an Amazon exclusive for some reason. I guess stores did not want to give them shelf space or were worried about the hair color palette or color scheme, which sucks if that's the reason why, but you know, it is what it is. Next up is my Day Out Frankie. You guys haven't seen them on the channel since I did the ombre lip tutorial, which I have not done any other paint tutorials since. I need to. It's been a hot minute, but it's nice to see them back. Love them. I gave them fishnets since the last time you saw them. These belong to Crystal Bailey from Rainbow High, but she's in storage, so it's not like she was using them. And it just makes this look feel very, very nice. And I display them using Ghoulia's skateboard, because I have 2 Ghoulias, so I gave them the second skateboard, and they hold on to it, and it's very, very cute. And I love displaying them like this. I want to get a second Day Out Frankie for the outfit pieces and for hair play, or maybe to reroute, but I think I'm gonna just get the Day Out 3-pack because that might be easier on me. That is, if I can find it. Hey kid, ever heard of LimeWire? Anyway, here is Scaradise Frankie. Love them. They give off like hipster radio show host vibes, honestly. Very, very cool. I love the shirt that they come with. I want to get a second shirt for them. Honestly, I just like the base doll too, so I want to get a second Scaradise Frankie. I love this doll. They're very fun. They're very cute. And I like having shorts on them that aren't pleather so they won't die in the next 10 years from flaking like other Frankie outfits will. Looking at Amped Up and Coffee Break and Neon Frights having pleather pieces that are absolutely going to crack and peel within the decade. But, you know, could always seal them with Mod Podge. It's just that's too time consuming for me and I have things to do. As you can see, I repainted this Frankie's lips. It is another ombre lip because I am not immune to those, okay? I will and often do resort to doing an ombre lip because I love them. They're my favorite kind of lip makeup. This goes from a deep midnight blue outer lining to a metallic blue to a lime green in the center. And it just really complements the makeup that they already had on their eyes. I think a lot more than the pink that they came with did. Don't get me wrong, the pink was cute. but not for the eye makeup that they gave this doll. This is more cohesive to me. Love it so much more. Creepover hasn't been on the channel in a bit. It's been a long time since I've talked about them. I haven't even done the holiday photo shoot that I wanted to do once I got the full set, because I didn't complete the Creepover set until, I want to say, like January or February, after all the Christmas decorations were down. So I get a chance to remedy that this year. But, you know, as a Frankie doll, I think they're very cute, and I still love them a lot. I might reroute them with Saran, though, because as much as I said their poly was nice when I first got them, I am starting to hate it, and I might reroute them with Saran. Just gotta find the color matches, and by find, I mean I gotta save up and buy them, because Saran hair is expensive right now. But yeah, that might be a thing that I do. Still very cute. Ever since the prototype leaked, though, that has, like, the trans pride colors and the different robe, it just makes me not like this doll as much. Like, I still love this doll, but I wish we got the prototype version, too. Like, Draculaura and Claudine both got second Creepover dolls already with that Sam's Club exclusive set, which I want to get. But Frankie just gets this, and the other superior outfit, in my opinion, is Forever Lost to Time, which is very sad. Like, please make that Frankie a playset exclusive so we can get them, because comparing the two, it makes this feel incredibly underwhelming, and I'm very sad about that. They are not the only Creepover Frankie that I have in my collection, because the other one became this. I don't know what to describe this restyle as, other than absolutely frickin', like, fun. They were so much fun to do. Technically, this is the second face-up partial that they've gotten. The first one that they did was Sugar Plum Fairy themed, and I mostly just kept their hair up in the ponytail, but we took it down. Live-action movie hairstyle, attempt number 1. This was done before the fall-colored Frankie. I want to say I did this in, like, the spring of this year. They have Luna Madison's gloves from Shadow High, Signature Frankie's top and belt and skirt, and Cheryl Meyer's little sheer slash chiffon shirt, and then Demi from Shadow High's boots went to them, and it's just overall a very fun look. Love it so much. And then their makeup I'm really happy with. I did it myself. I also gave them a real eyebrow piercing with some metal. I don't think I'm ever going to do that to any of my other dolls, because it was a lot of work for me, personally, with my abilities. Just working with a little piece of metal that small. But I really like the neon makeup that I did for them that has, like, the glowing effect. And the lips are very fun, too. Supposed to be like a frosted nude lip, but in Frankie's skin tone, obviously. And I love the way it looks. I'm surprised I haven't gone back and done it on any other Frankie dolls yet, or given any other Frankies this sort of eye makeup before. Like, this is the only time I've done it, and I want to do it again. I need to let myself do it again. Next we have, if my camera will focus, Iridescent Frankie. This one I did also do a review of on the channel. They are wearing the silver shorts from Skulltimate Series 1, but otherwise have not really changed. They're still in the first pair of shoes that they came with. Their hair got a little shorter. I did trim it a bit, and I did the water wax thing that I usually do for Polly. Although I didn't put as much in, because I didn't think that the hair fiber was quite as dry on this particular doll. My camera does not want to focus on them for whatever reason. What is going on? Okay, here we go. I still love this doll so much. In fact, I loved this Frankie so much that I got a second one, who has just been laying on the table all this entire time, waiting for their turn to shine. This is my second Iridescent Frankie. Also stock hairstyle, because I didn't feel like doing anything to the poly. The lip did get repainted to look like a bitten lip, but in Frankie's skin tone, more or less. I mean, a little bit more embellished because of the blue, and it's very shiny too. I love it. And the outfit that they are wearing came from Mermaids, Winter Waves, Gwen. Like, this is just her entire outfit that I put onto them. Minus, I think, the fur coat that doll came with. The gloves are from that Mermaid's doll. The necklace is from that Mermaid's doll. This sort of vinyl piece is from that Mermaid's doll. And so is this skirt/dress. And this is just very fun and icy, and I love it. And then the shoes I stole from my Luna Madison and gave to them. And then the crown, I had to put sewing pins in to keep it from falling off because it kept doing that and it was bugging the shit out of me. But now it's not going anywhere really. I mean, it can flop back and forth, but it stays pretty well. And lastly, but certainly not least, Skulltimate Series 1. It's been a long time since I've looked at them, and I really this makes me want to get a second one to do a reroute on and fully redress and restyle in different pieces than what they came with. The skirt is from Iridescent, but this is mostly just their stock outfit pieces. And the chain I took from the hat and am using it as a headband, which I think was really cute and really fun, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Very, very fun. Also, it's so funny to me that these earrings are going to be reprinted for Welcome Committee in the very near future when that doll comes out, so yay, looking forward to getting a pair of those in silver. And that just about wraps it up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on that bell notification, all that YouTube jazz, and have a safe and happy Dolliday season. Bye-bye!